Mike Wolf of American Pickers commends his partner Letitia Klein for disclosing a startling new career option. Mike Wolf of American Pickers displays his 1964 VW bus prior to undergoing a rigorous restoration process. Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up prior to its substantial refurbishment, Mike Wolf shared a picture of his 1964 Volkswagen VW bus on Instagram. You might be surprised to learn how many windows this vintage ride has. Subscribe to the U.S. Sun's newsletter. We will use your information in compliance with our privacy policy. 1964 21-window Volkswagen bus out of New Mexico is the title of Wolf's post, is receiving treatment from HU3 restorations. A mechanical restoration will be made for this survivor. It's impossible to express how much Rich and his colleagues enjoy what they do. G3 in Colombia, you guys are amazing. #Volkswagen Bus. According to NADA guides, Wolf's 1964 VW van is valued at $18,000 at low retail, $41,000 at moderate retail, and $74,000 at high retail. Because it requires extensive mechanical restorations, the VW in the picture is in the low retail range. We specialize in vintage Porsche metal fabrication and restoration utilizing Celette benches and specialty metal fabrication machinery, says the Instagram bio of J3 Restorations. Since 2012, Porsche has been a member of the Volkswagen Group. Wolf's VW van has a two-tone green and white exterior, as shown in his Instagram pictures. The van's open hatch in the back view reveals mechanical components encircled by vegetation. While the video in the post demonstrates a functioning motor, close-up side pictures of the VW reveal accumulated rust. At the moment, not every one of Wolf's old vehicles need restoration. Wolf shared a picture of his $65,000 1937 Harley Flathead OG on Instagram while driving across Tennessee. The description for the photo says, "A lovely day spent cruising around at Visit Columbia TN. Original Harley Flathead paint running, 1937, thank you so much, at Choppers. Incorporated." According to Bonhomes, Wolf's Flathead was well known in its day because of its wide torque spread, generally quiet operation, and affordable price. Following Letitia Klein's stunning revelation of her new professional path, Mike Wolf of the American Pickers has complimented her. The 43-year-old Letitia declared her intention to run for mayor of her hometown, Cave City, Kentucky. Subscribe to the entertainment and TV newsletter. We will use your information in line with our privacy policy. The former Playboy model posed in front of the Warren County Courthouse in an Instagram picture. She was dressed in a rolled-up denim shirt. Letitia grinned for the camera, flaunting the tattoos on her arms. Letitia acknowledged in the long essay that she had personal reasons for running for mayor of Cave City. Her father, who had to work until he died with no retirement, had an impact on her. Like her mother, who raised two little girls despite forgoing her lunch, Letitia is running for women. As the voice of the citizens of Cave City, Letitia promised to speak for those who haven't had one for decades. As she put it, "The first thing on my agenda is to build a city that her community might want to see." Letitia ended by saying, "I truly love working hard to make this city better, and I know, without a doubt, that I can with your support." The American Pickers cast welcomed Letitia's bid for mayor in the comment section. "So proud," and a red love emoji were posted by Mike, a 57-year-old boyfriend. Danielle Colby, his 46-year-old co-star, wrote, "This is truly inspiring." In August 2021, Letitia and Mike made their romance public. Following his ex-wife Jody Faith's divorce filing in November 2020, they began dating. After almost 10 years of marriage, Mike and Jody formalized their divorce 1 year later. the History Channel personality, and Jody have a daughter named Charlie. Frank Fritz, 58, a former co-host of American Pickers, was let go from the show in July 2021. Mike has not contacted Frank since the dismissal, according to an insider close to him who spoke exclusively to The Sun. According to the insider, Mike hasn't contacted Frank. It didn't matter to him. Both of them started with nothing. Mike, money altered everything. Frank was also altered by it. Growing up together in Davenport, Iowa, Frank and Mike were boyhood buddies. According to reports, the two had a falling out before Mike's brother Robbie took Frank's position in the reality show. According to The Sun, the show's ratings have fallen precipitously since Frank was fired, reaching less than 1 million viewers in January and July of last year for the first time in years. Frank has starred in episodes with even greater numbers, such as his farewell show in March 2020, which drew in over 1,282,000 people. Following Frank's dismissal, fans began to boycott the reality show, since Robbie was criticized by many viewers as a boring substitute. Mike Wolfe, star of American Pickers, shared a photo of his $65,000 1937 Harley Flathead OG on Instagram while driving across Tennessee. A lovely day cruising around at Visit Columbia TN 1937 Harley Flathead OG paint running, the caption for the photo says. Thank you so much, at Choppers.Incorporated. Subscribe to the U.S. Sun's newsletter. We will use your information in compliance with our privacy policy. A&E and the History Channel both broadcast the American reality show American Pickers. The show started with two pickers, Frank Fritz and Mike Wolfe, who traversed the United States in quest of unusual antiques. Before selling the antiques they purchased at their antique shops in LeClaire, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee, Fritz and Wolfe would go to collectors and haggle with them. Following the star's prolonged absence, the History Channel declared in July 2021 that Fritz will no longer be featured on the program. In the post's comment area, Instagram followers, "We will use your information in compliance with our privacy policy." Before being fired off the show, the fan favorite earlier told The Sun that he and Mike, who were childhood friends and grew up in Davenport, Iowa, had a falling out. Mike hasn't contacted Frank since the dismissal, according to an exclusive source close to him. According to the insider, Mike hasn't contacted Frank because he doesn't give a damn. Both of them started with nothing. Mike, money altered everything. Frank was also altered by it. Regarding their breakup, Frank previously told The Sun, "I haven't spoken to Mike in 2 years. He didn't call me to check on me, even though he knew my back was messed up. That's the way things are." Frank stated that there was stress about their common American Pickers celebrity, but he would not specify the precise reason for the breakup. He clarified, "The show is skewed 1,000% in his favor. It would be impossible for me to demonstrate to you just how much. It's okay. Steven Tyler is the front man of Aerosmith, and it's like that. I located my place. On the show, he's number 1 and I'm number 2. I don't mind at all. Perhaps he does have a problem." Frank, however, maintained that he is bigger in terms of viewers. "I'm not conceited, and I'm more of a regular old guy," the fan favorite stated. "The person who spends $30 on a 30-pack of Busch Light and a pizza on the weekend is the one with whom I identify. That's my man. Instead of purchasing a $8,000 sign, my guy purchases a $150 one. I'm more of a regular person. I haven't come across any Michelangelo pieces or a $100,000 vase. That was the biggest score I've ever had. But that's my deal, and all the little points are the main attraction. It would be hard to put the show on after not talking to somebody for 2 years," Frank continued. "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me," he even said. "I have no idea why he's acting in such a manner toward me." The chemistry that exists between Mike, and I couldn't be achieved by simply putting two people in a van. We've been friends for almost 40 years. We are able to complete each other's sentences. I get along well with him when there is no drama and everyone is getting along. I'm just trying to get through life like everybody else and be as happy as I possibly can," the collector continued. "You get out of life what you put into it. You don't get much out of something if you don't put much into it." The Sun's request for response at the time of the interview was not immediately answered by a representative for Mike. In July 2021, Mike was the first to disclose that Frank had been let go from the show. "I've known Frank for as long as I can remember, and he's been like a brother to me," he wrote on Instagram. "Like everything else in life, the adventure that Frank Daney and I embarked on back in 2009 has had its ups and downs, rewards and challenges, but it has also been the most fulfilling. The encouragement we have received from you all has served as a continual reminder of the show's core message. Through these locations, people, and objects, we all have a common bond. We are here to look after each other as well as the past. Like all of you, I will miss Frank, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey," Mike said in closing. Since Robbie joined the cast last season, his brother ended up taking Frank's place on the show. However, as previously revealed by The Sun, Frank is planning a comeback and is working on obtaining his own show. The Sun was previously informed by a person close to Frank that he is in contact with a producer who lives in Las Vegas. For his ranch, Frank has sold him a lot of items. Not long ago, he ventured out there once more. It might be for his show, in my opinion. Rare images of the reclusive celebrity were shared in the Fritz fans' Facebook page earlier this week. Frank grinned broadly beside a fan in the photos, appearing content and in good health. This was from yesterday when Frank picked his Corvette up from my buddy Mike's shop after repair. A member wrote as the caption for the set of pictures. "He spent almost 3 hours sitting and shooting the breeze. It was awesome. Fantastic man. Frank will never go back to American Pickers," the admirer asserted. "He is trying to get a show about nostalgic car restorations with a backstory in the works," the member went on. Fans have even called for Frank to appear in his own spin-off and boycotted the show. On social media, a fan posted, "Bring Frank back with his own show. I believe Frank would perform better on his own show," a second person stated. "I'd watch it." "Frank ought to launch his own show," said a third commenter. "It'd be superior to Pickers." "We haven't watched American Pickers since you left the show, Frank," a fourth admirer commented. "We miss you. Be careful, buddy." According to The Sun, Frank last made an appearance on American Pickers in an episode from March 2020. He was taking time off to recuperate from back surgery, which left him with 2 rods in his spine and 185 stitches. Due to his healthy lifestyle and abstinence from alcohol, Frank shed 65 pounds during his time off the program. He also revealed to The Sun that he spent 77 days at an Iowa alcohol addiction treatment center. "I went to rehab, and I've been sober now for 11 months, Frank previously stated. "I no longer enjoy drinking. My mother was an alcoholic who passed away 5 years ago from alcohol-related causes. Due to his alcoholism, my grandfather passed away. I wasn't comfortable with that." Regarding his stay in treatment, Frank stated, "We were scheduled for 13 or 14 hours a day, and they gave me a lot of information. There was no eating or lounging about watching TV. Throughout the day, you were supposed to be out for an hour, then an hour and a half. You get a lot of one-on-one time from them. During my time there, I read 12 self-help books. There was no asterisk around me. I immersed myself in it. I went there with the intention of learning as much as I could. In addition to enjoying a terrific time, I assisted others who were experiencing difficulties. It's among the best things I've ever experienced." After the stint, Frank added he attends meetings twice a week. "If it weren't for a relapse, The former History Channel star claimed he would have been sober for a year. Frank currently resides in the farmhouse in Iowa that he purchased on May 14, 2010, for $130,000. He is the owner of the Illinois antique store Frank Fritz Finds. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with us.